My name is Deborah Penrod, and I'm with Metro Brokers of Oklahoma.
So what's the realtor's role in my home purchase?
You need an advocate for you as a buyer in many ways to negotiate house prices with the seller of the home. You need an advocate to communicate when you're working with your lender. You need someone to help coordinate the inspections and things like that. So there's a lot of customization and communication throughout the whole process.
I get pre-qualified before I start looking for a home.
A lot of first-time home buyers have an image in their mind about what price they need to buy a house with because their neighbors did or their uncle's cousin's brother did. And oftentimes they get disappointed if they don't get pre-qualified for the amount. So understanding the amount of house payment you can afford up front so that we spend our time looking for that specific house price saves a lot of time and makes everybody a lot happier in the long run.
What advice do you have for me in my house hunt?
Be flexible because eventually you're going to find a house and your criteria is going to change just a little bit. And you may think that you don't want a fireplace, but when you find that perfect house, maybe it's going to have a fireplace. So start off with a list of criteria, but be flexible and open-minded to things different than you started out with.
How can the OHFA down payment assistance program help me buy a house?
The first-time home buyer, you often don't have a lot of money saved up. You've saved up some, and you don't want to spend every penny of it on getting into that home because you may need to buy a fridge. You need to prepare yourself to have a savings account, like if the hot water tank surprisingly breaks the first month that you moved into the house, you've got to be able to replace it. Oftentimes, we can negotiate with the sellers to help pay closing costs. And then with down payment assistance, then the buyer is now prepared to have a good savings account when they move into their home.
How should I say yes to home ownership now?
I just think it's important. I think while we can buy homes and interest rates are good and all the opportunities are out there for the first-time home buyers, and you have good lenders and good real estate agents that are looking out for the best interest of the buyers, you should take advantage of it.